Tsalagi should never have to live on human blood. But sometimes, things just happen to 16-year-old girls. My name, Ama, means water, if you say it right, and salt, if you don't. Ma. AG gave birth to me during the hunting moon. One day, after our band fled Texas for Indian Territory, my little brother took sick. Knowing that the Texas Rangers were at our heels and unable to delay, our band of Cherokees and other Indians continued north without us. I held my baby sister, Susanna, and we watched our people disappear. When all was silent, AG drove our wagon and 2 horses off the rutted Texas road and hid us as best she could behind a thick stand of squat mesquite. We hoped to set up our tent only long enough to gather medicine and let my brother Will rest. That plan changed in the middle of the night when we heard the Texas Army pass by, less than a day's ride behind our tribe. Edoda had been captured in Mexico a year earlier, but before that, there had been a baby a year for AG. None but the 3 of us children had lived long, and sometimes it seemed Will wouldn't make it either. Susanna, born under this year's bone moon, was a baby who thrived, though. Edoda was just called Wilson, but AG was Jenny Fish. AG and I didn't talk much the next day. Our hearts were split between our little family and the danger our people were in. Though he slept a lot, Will seemed to be feeling better. I went to dig roots and gather rabbit brush to make a bath for Will's fever. AG watched over him while she nursed Susanna. AG seemed to know what Susanna needed before she cried with wanting. Some mothers are like that. It made for a quiet baby. Toward dark, Susanna fell asleep, and AG handed me her rabbit skin-lined basket. I placed it next to my pallet in the wagon and covered the whole thing with a lightweight cotton cloth we had woven. Our horses whinnied, and their ears and bodies turned toward the road. My small pinto flicked her eyes from me to the road and back again, her feet stamping nervously. I turned in the direction they looked. Soon we heard the clomp and rattle before we saw the small bone-white covered wagon turn off the road and clatter toward us. A skinny, pale young man held the reins of the horses. He drove them to stop on the other side of our campfire. He didn't call out or wave. He just stared into the glowing coals. He was a silhouette with the sun flaming out behind the wagon.